Today I'm going about Spark next lecture about Spark SQL view and table. So in this lecture we are going to cover managed versus unmanaged table in the Spark, and the next part we're going to learn about views and catalog in Spark. So in this previous lecture, if you watch, we created temporary view in Sparks. We can also create table using the Spark SQL. Spark use Apache Hive persist metadata like schema, description and table name and database name and column name and partition name, physical location for the table created by user. In case Hive is not configured, Spark use Hive embedded deployment mode, which employ Apache Derby as an underlying database. When we start the Spark shell without Hive configuration, the Spark shell create a meta store underscore db and warehouse directory in the current directory. We will see the directory when we work with the terminal in the end of the lesson. There is a two configuration setting related to Hive. Configuration.property spark.sql warehouse directory. You can specify the location of Hive meta store in also known as spark underscore warehouse directory. This is the location where the Spark SQL persist table is reside. So you should know this location. So similar to Hive, in the Spark have two things: managed table and unmanaged table. So managed table is a table in Spark responsible for managing both data and metadata related to tables. If user delete managed table, then Spark delete both data and metadata. Keep in mind. So if user delete, data and table schema will drop. Unmanaged, only the schema will drop but data reside there. So it's similar to Hive. Unmanaged table, the Spark only responsible for managing metadata table, while the user has managing the table data external data source. If the user delete the tables, only metadata of table delete. So manage versus unmanaged, there is syntax is here. We are creating database, user the Spark database, then show the tables. We can use create tables without path is a managed database. Manage, if you see the path which is unmanaged database, we are providing path where the data will reside. So view, similar to table, there are two kind of view. One is global view, means all across the Spark anybody can use. Session level view is only the use specific session. So global view are visible across the Spark session on a given cluster. An application may need to access and combine data from multiple Spark sessions in different Hive meta store. Spark scope view are visible only single Spark session. We don't hold the actual data disappear once the Spark application terminate. So next part is catalog. Is also important part in the interview question. Spark manage the metadata for both managed and unmanaged table. So we can access meta information not only table but also database and view the using high level abstraction. So there is a way to extract the meta information using catalog. Some example: spark.catalog.list of database, spark catalog list of tables, spark.catalog list of columns. It will give. So this is, let's do the practical. So I just created applications and I'm going to give in the GitHub links. You can completely take the GitHub links, so you can also do the practice. So what I'm going to do here, I'm reading file as my previous lecture. So create database if not exist in Spark course. By default is the default database. I creating a Spark course, then I'm using this Spark. So we syntax is use Sparks, then the sort tables and it will sort table. Then I'm going to create table if not exist. This is the manage table. Then I'm also showing the table. Then also this is some property create table not exist. So I'm creating with the path not managed table, unmanaged table, and there is a one more also I'm creating here. Then we are accessing catalog, table, list of column, all those things, and then I'm creating the view using create a replace temp view, and then create a global view. So these are the things which we learn. Let's run this one. It's running. So there is some command, it's already there, so we will stop this one. The first part, if you see the logs, so database table and is temporary table. First we shows here, so there is nothing here, right? And then after that we creating table and it's showing, then it's showing created table. Is temporary table? No. Then after that we showing this creating table, is creating tables. And then after that, yeah, so we doing some source command, and this is so table, it's showing all the table, Spark codes, database, description, table, manage, external table 2, external 1, manage table, list of table is using catalogs we using. Then after that we are using list of columns tab for this table. There are 2 columns, number of rows 10. Then after list of databases, so we have 2 databases. If you see list of database, here is frame and the default is here. Then after we are writing save as table, then this save as table is already there, so it's not working. I think I need to comment or save as we can overwrite, but I'm going to comment. After that we are creating view, we will see the logs. So if you are not database typical hardcore database engineers, you can learn how to create or replace. First time create, second time replace this database and table movie. View doesn't take the memory, it just like a replica of table. So now again it failed, maybe some table create a movie doesn't find, this table doesn't find. There was some issue here, maybe. Okay, so Apache table view doesn't exist, so this table was not there. Yeah, we need to see what the issue, but you can try. I'm going to provide this in the GitHub, and git add git commit -m edit git post. So already I put the data here in my GitHub directory. You can go with my frame, and there is a recent directory with my frames repository here, and then you can go here, and I just now 29 seconds I just post the code. You can go to the Scala under the Spark SQL, and today we did for Spark SQL Hive this one. So this is the code which we practice, not this one, Spark SQL example. Yeah, this is the SQL example which we did today. So please like and subscribe my channel so that I can create the valuable information for you guys.